Hi everyone, this is Kim, KDW Creative 1 on YouTube, and I'm coming to you today to show you a swap that I'm doing currently now. This is my second, actually it's my third, but this is the second swap for a one of the Smash books. So last month I did a Smash book inadvertently because I wasn't really supposed to do a Smash book. I was supposed to be a junk mini, and I got a little ahead of myself. I joined the group. It was a junk mini last month, and this month the swap is for an actual Smash book. And so I decided to make this I made this Smash book for my partner at Your Paper Pantry. And the Smash book is my attempt to have teal and purple together. Those are her favorite two colors, and she also likes Tim Holtz. And I put a couple of other things in there along with the teal, purple, and Tim Holtz, but I tried to do a lot of that for her. And so this is the front cover of my Smash book for her. And as you see, I have some flowers from Prima up at the top. I have one of the little Tim Holtz flowers, the purple one, in the middle. I tend to leave these without a title because I want the person who receives it to title it for themselves, because I'm not sure exactly what she wants to do with it, and I also try to make it kind of a blank slate so that she can do whatever she wants to with it. I do have a little bit of the sewing theme in because I use the sewing die for dress form die from Tim Holtz, and I also have some butterflies in it. And so you also see this blue paper here. It's a really pretty blue. That is from one of I think it's the Lost and Found paper stack. It's already distressed by him. All I did is added the flower, and I added the little butterfly stamp, also from Tim Holtz, at the bottom of the mat. Also, you see some trim at the bottom of the mat, and some more lace at the bottom as well. So those two things are also to add to it. I also, with the lace, I distressed it. I tried to distress the album too, because the Tim Holtz paper, as you know, is already distressed, and I wanted to add some extra distressing. I didn't distress it like really a lot, but I want to make it so it would be enough to go together fairly well, and so that there weren't too many just plain pages with no distressing. But I also, when I make my Smash book, I want to make it so that people can add more stuff to it themselves, and it's not like totally decorated. So you'll see a lot of empty pages as well. So I'm going to go through it fairly quickly. Here is the back of my cover. There's a butterfly. I think that was a Sizzix butterfly that I sprayed with some I think it was Lindy Stamp Gang. Oh wait, no, it was Dragonfly Blue Glimmer Mist that I misted it with. Over here you see the Tim Holtz flower that is cut out of different papers. One of them is the DCWV, I forget, it's the stack that Kathy Order used for her album, the little girly album. I think it's Glamour Girl is what it's called. All the cardstock, most of the cardstock is from Paper Tray ink, the purple and the teal, and some other papers throughout. The white isn't Paper Tray ink though. And as you see, here's another one of his dress forms. Here's the actual dress form die cut along with the flower behind it, and also part of the tag die, as you know, the nameplate. Over here I used the clock that I also distressed with that same ink as the other one. I put one of his sewing room die stamps at the top. Over here is just a distressed page with some butterflies. Here's a page also from that Lost and Found that's part of his paper pad. That's the other side, distressed by Tim Truly. Here is a stamp as well as some distressing around this white piece of paper. So that's, and some of them are a little bit more thicker and some of them are thinner, so it's kind of hard to go through them completely And this seems like it's stuck together. Oh, it is, actually. Okay, here's a pocket that I made with some of that paper tray ink, and that's the Glamour Girl pack. Also, that tag is made of paper tray ink cardstock. This is also the Glamour Girl paper, and you see the Tim Holtz tag as well as the inside of the clock with some butterflies stamped on it. Here I use a Prima mask, and I stamped on that, and then the distressing, the brown distressing comes from I can't remember which one, tea-dye. That's what I did most of my distressing with, the tea-dye ink, so that it would be kind of muted and not too dark with the distressing. And here's some more of the sewing dye. There's more of it with some dictionary paper. Here's a couple flowers from the Glamour Girl pack cut out with the Tim Holtz die. Okay, so now I'm going to go kind of quickly, except for here's a cabinet card that I made into a little card. Here is just an old die cut that I had that I thought went with the paper, and a piece of that Glamour Girl paper on an envelope that I cut down, and it can be a pocket. Here is another page that I use a strip of the Glamour Girl that I'd cut down. Okay, I'm just going to go quickly. As you see, more dictionary paper, a couple of those. Here's a pocket I made with the little Tim Holtz, the smaller die that just came out, I think, a couple of months ago. It's not his big die. Here is more of a sewing theme page. More sewing theme. As you see, the plain white on the other side, it might distress that a little more. Here's a pocket I made. I use a Tim Holtz die in the background and a Prima flower on the top. Here's a mat that she can put something on, journaling or photo. Here is a tag, the Tim Holtz, well, actually it's just one of the regular shipping tags that I embossed in Glimmer Mist, and also use that that brown is coming from the tea dye that I smoothed onto there. Here is another one of the dress form stamps. More stamps down here, purple over there. Just 2 pages that are kind of distressed, and she can do whatever she wants to. More. As you see, just keeps on going. Okay, there is the Baroque die, and here is a clock. So she can do something with those 2 pages. Again, another Tim Holtz flower, plain page. As you see, I just make mine kind of where it's a blank slate. There are a few like die cuts and embellies, but mostly it's just so that they can do journaling in it. They can do add pictures to it, whatever they want to do to it. I know a lot of other people do more embellished ones, but this is what I've started doing. I don't do a lot of embellishing. I want to leave it for them, because generally the Smash book isn't embellished besides some photos on it. And so this is one of the embossed and die cut, actually it's not a die cut tag, that's come from one of the larger tags that I had embossed and I glimmer misted and also inked. Here's another inking. There's Tim Holtz paper, the other side of it. There's a 12 by 12 that I'd cut and I used for 2 different pages. More distress ink. Here I put a little flower. I think this is from Wild Orchid Crafts. That's where I think that flower is from, and a little bit of the trim. Get what kind. Again, 2 more blank pages. So she can do whatever she wants to. Even with this dictionary paper, she could yank it out and glue it down on another page, make a pocket with it, whatever she wants to do with it. And so here's another one of those lost and found papers. And on the other side, I didn't distress, he distressed it, but I put a little flower in the corner, a flower in the corner up here with a lot of distressing. Same here, 2 flowers, a lot of distressing. So as you see, I just want to leave it. Now this is the biggest embelly I have. I don't tend to like flat smash books, and if people give me other ones, it doesn't matter, but that's what I assume, that it should be pretty much flat, and this is the most dimensional embellishment that I have among the embellishments. As you see here, there are more of those, I think it's Wild Orchid Craft flowers, along with a Prima flower and a butterfly charm in the middle. And There are just a couple more pages. More. And more. And then a flower up here. And an envelope that I distressed somewhat. And the last page. And here's the back that I distressed. So as you see, this is a book I'll be sending her. And I think her name is Amy, and I hope Amy likes it. And I hope she just is able to just do whatever she wants to and make it her own even more. I'm going to try to send her some extra little goodies to add with it so she can add it on to what I've already done. And I hope you liked it. And thank you so much for visiting. Please become a subscriber. You can also go onto my blog at kdwcreative1.blogspot.com. I'm doing a pay it forward challenge that I got from Most Scraps. Her name is Kim, and I want to have 5 people to sign up so that I can send them something and make something for them. So if you go over and sign up, I make something for 5 people, and then you put it up on your blog or make 5 things for someone else. So I thank you so much, and have a nice day.